news you want to hear? Who are you thankful for? Who do you love? Who's got the biggest set of testicles in the country that deserve their own wheelbarrow?
I heard men say Tommy.
Play the video.
British women raped.
You tell me why I wasn't arrested. I'd have been arrested.
I believe we need to protect the British public.
I'm from Luton Town. You're talking about racism.
The prison officer actually opened up my door and said, "Do not leave this cell. Your life depends on it."
50,000 British Muslims downloaded a terrorist manual in our country. 50,000.
But New Year's Eve, 100 women. Some of them raped. Some of them robbed.
Now, can I ask you a question? Have you read the Quran?
Show some respect.
Show some respect.
Show some respect.
Have you read this
for people?
The reality is, this is a war. These people are waging war on us for time. This has gone on for 1,400 years. This is nothing new.
Okay. $1 million views. This has 1 million viewers.
Look, my throat's gone already, okay? Look around you. Feel your strength. You are part of a tidal wave of patriotism that is sweeping across this country. This is the biggest demonstration in Britain's history. Turn to the person next to you. Shake their hand. Greet them. Give them a hug. This is your community. These are your brothers and your sisters. We today are united.
They figure out the
Today is the spark of a cultural revolution in Great Britain. This is our moment. The traitors in Westminster are watching right now. They are cowering. They are trembling. Keir Starmer,
crazy,
the Labour Party,
bro.
The revolution has
That
started.
looks mad.
They managed to silence us for 20 years with labels. Racist, Islamophobe, far right. They don't work anymore. The dam has well and truly burst.
Get him some water.
That is out of the bag, and there is no putting it back in. The silent majority will be silent no longer. Today, we are sending shockwaves through the corridors of power of the elite, like a bloody earthquake.
Yeah, y'all need to get him some water immediately.
For the last 20 years, there has been a globalist revolution. They have attacked the family, they've attacked Christianity, they've opened the borders, they've flooded our nations. We are the start of a counter-revolution.
Hey, keep hitting that heart. Keep hitting that heart.
What a moment. Look at this. Look
Share
at
the
this.
live, man.
Look.
This is crazy. This reminds me of that one DMX concert in Germany or something. This is craziness.
We are done being gagged. We are done watching our communities crumble at the hands of open border, mass, uncontrolled immigration. Our women, our daughters are scared to walk the streets. Their safety has been taken from them. And what do the elite do? Just last week, they took Epping community to court, and they said in court that the rights of migrants, undocumented migrants that we know nothing about, supersede the rights of the local community.
So in other words, that money was too
told
good.
The world that Somalians, Afghanis, Pakistanis, and all of them, their rights supersede yours, the British public, the people that built this nation, the people whose families have sacrificed for this nation. We have gone from 30,000 people to 100,000 people to 200,000 people to millions.
Where is this man water at?
Flags are flying across our country. It's a beautiful sight. And as all of this happens, the government are attempting to do a U-turn. Politicians all of a sudden are finding courage. And they're parroting the things that we have said for 15 years. They targeted us, they slandered us, they demonised us, they attacked us, and they imprisoned us. But they can see the people power, they can see the shift.
You just got to pick up a water at this. Yeah, you just got to pick up one. It's probably safe.
Now, Keir Starmer was elected off of 9 million votes. 9 million votes. He slivered into Parliament with 9 million votes. 20 million British people didn't bother to vote. Who are those people? It's us. People like you, people like me, who have been told their voices do not matter. We are here today to tell you, the British public, your voices matter.
It's perfectly sunny outside
We energise, when we captivate, when we electrify those 20 million people, that is when we regain power of our country. To see the grassroots protests across the country, outside the hotels, it's inspired this country. The women have led it. The women have led it. And when 1 million or 2 million today becomes 20 million, power returns to the people.
You gotta.
Now, who would have thought just 12 months ago we would have millions of flags across this country? We would have millions roaring in London. The revolution is here. They can't stop it. Be vocal, stand tall, and be proud. Now, I want to talk about unity in a minute, but as I lay in prison on solitary confinement for making a documentary, a brilliant documentary, I had a vision as I lay in that cell thinking about this day.
He need a fisherman's friend. He need a throat loss.
Cultural revolution never ever could I have expected the scenes we are seeing today in London. Now, as I was preparing for this, I dug up a video from 10 years ago where I gave a speech.
You gotta let that
For
play
the last
to
15 years.
get your voice
It's
back
felt like
together.
we're banging our heads against the wall. It's felt like people don't love their country. Let me show you that video.
Get him a throat lozenger in the
Shout
meantime.
it. Man the fuck up. Get out on the streets. Where is your English pride? Where is...
That was too quick.
And we were on our own, there wasn't many. Now I want to play you a video of a beautiful song that asks the same question.
Oh, okay. 1 million up. I hope he's getting that throat together. Balls. Yeah, man. The way we're nah. What chat? YouTube chat crazy. I thought Twitch chat be crazy, man. YouTube is God. Yeah, that was great. Alright. Yeah. I hope he got a throat lozenge or something. Some hot tea room.
So let me ask you.
Okay, sounds
where
better.
are the men from England? Here they are. But this isn't just about England. It's about Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. So, we thank you. Let me have a thank you and let me hear some noise for the Scottish patriots who have travelled here today. God bless Scotland. And now, let me hear it. Let me hear it for the Welsh who have travelled here today. And now,
pick up the flags.
Let me hear it for Northern Ireland. But as I look at my mother standing in this crowd, we want to unite everybody. My mum was born in Ireland. Let's hear it for the Irish Patriots. Woo! I know many of them are here today. Do you know today, Republicans and Loyalists have travelled together from Belfast to this event.
Bro.
But there's one flag. There's one flag that brings all of us crazy people together. Let's hear it for Great Britain. Let me tell you what I see today. Something that was asleep for so long. I see the British spirit. They have underestimated us for so long. And time again, every time they think they beat us down, we come back stronger. Look at these crowds, man. Now, everyone who's here today, let's look at what brings us to... I done the Men of England, I asked them. But what brings us all together? Let's not look at what differences we have. Every one of you are here today from England, Scotland, Ireland, Northern Ireland.
Y'all think Tommy gonna be back in jail tonight after this?
You are here because you love your country.
I don't think so. They knew about it.
You love your children. And we want a better future and a safe future for them. Wow, my throat, man. Wow. Do you know, the best thing is, everyone who's going to speak today, they tried to break. They tried to stop.
His throat is done for.
A message because none of the people here today, none of them backed down. We rode the storm, we weathered the storm, and today we are the storm.
He need a seltzer water.
Now, the next lady, there's a lady I admire.
Yeah, he need a break.
And you know what? If you listen to me, I moan a lot. I talk about all the problems I've had, all the bad things that have happened to me. It's like poor Tommy. The next lady who's coming up, when you hear what they put her through, when you hear what they did to her, she doesn't even moan about it. It was only when I sat down on a podcast and heard her full story in total awe. This is a woman in Britain that young girls and women should look up to. Let's play the video of who's talking next.
With the news here, batshit bonkers Britain. And whatever happens to him there, I couldn't really give a single flying fuss. You are not alone. We are many, and we are stronger together. Because it's interesting to me that we're celebrating the wrong things in this society. If you don't like it, you can offer to piss. Let me check.
Katie Hopkins.
Katie Hopkins, come on.
Well, don't you all look lovely today? This is how your capital city should look on a daily basis. There is only one man that could have made this happen today, and that man is Tommy Robinson.
Okay.
And let me tell you, you've been called many things. You've been pushed to the back of the line. You've been given labels. You've been smeared by the mainstream media, by the BBC, by all the people who put you down. But you are none of those things, because you are great people indeed. And they have tried to silence us. They took my friend Tommy and they put him in prison. They took my friend Charlie and they shot him. They tried to take my children and they deported my ass from Australia. And I say fuck the Australians for that.
Wait, weren't they just up on the stage?
But it doesn't matter. They can put us in prison. They can shoot us. They can lock us up, but they will not stop us now. Because we are not here because we hate. We are not here because we want bad things for other people. We are
now,
here
New Zealand was
because
before
we grew
the
up
Australian dude
knowing
before
freedoms,
New Zealand.
and we will get those freedoms back for our kids and our grandchildren. Yes, we will. And I will say three things. I speak for no one but myself. And I remain the biggest bitch in Britain.
1.1 million.
But let me say, I don't care what religion you are. Just don't try and take your religion and shove it down the faces of my children or my people. I don't care what biological sex you may think you might be. You can identify as a light if you want to. I will take a light bulb and I will shove it up your ass if it makes you happy. I don't care. But do not ask me to believe the same shit that you believe. There are only two biological sexes, and that's all there will ever be.
I can agree with that.
And when it comes to race,
but I don't care.
And colour, we all got along very well for a good 20, 30 years till they started to divide us. We don't care what colour you are. We don't care where you come from. But if you want to come to this fine country, you better come here. You better work hard. You better fit in. You better love our flag, because if you don't want to fit in, then you can fuck off.
You almost failed, Katie. She just growled?
My darlings, remember this feeling. Remember this day. Remember what Tommy Robinson has achieved against all the odds, because each one of you showed up, and I bloody love you all for it. You are told that you are alone. You are told that you don't matter. Take it from me and you can take it to the bank. You are not alone. We are many.
Her shorts don't fit right.
Together. Thank you for listening to me, London. Thank you.
I think she said a lot of agreeable stuff. It's just how she be saying it that people don't like, probably. But I don't care.
I always like
just don't force it on me. I agree.
Telling stories or through music.
Can agree with that.
And this next song now is going to tell all of our stories of why we're here and why we care.
Me also, though, I just genuinely don't care.
I always used to watch X Factor. It's going to be sung by Charlie Healy, who was in X Factor. Charlie, come on, son.
Don't even care to mention it either. Oh, you finna sing something?
London, how we doing? We feeling good? Okay. I need everyone to help me out with this one. We ready? Get them warmed up. Let's go.
Come on, DJ. You make Dark craft.
And we're having a concert outside Whitehall. Do you know how many people are watching this live now on X?
1 million.
1 million people are watching live right now.
1.1.
The world is watching. Do you know how the media, the British media today, have described all of you people? Far-right hooligans. They don't realise they are irrelevant. We are the media, okay? We are the new media.
British media
now,
describe 3 million people as
deplatformed, and made invisible. I've done the most
Duffy
important work I've ever done in my life. We made multiple documentaries.
Thank you for covering this. Love from the UK. Shout out Linda.
Britain.
Appreciate that.
I'm going to play you a promo quickly of one of those films.
But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me...
Hey, W Editor.
Thank you.
Thanks for all the great reactions. Appreciate you, Ray.
I will find you.
There we go. Good super chats. I love y'all. See? Loved y'all before that. But all the same. Definitely with the double dose. Appreciate you.
Hear the trumpets, hear the...
I can like these. Yeah. If y'all don't know, I will be in Birmingham October 23rd to October 30th. I've already purchased my tickets. I'm probably going to stay in the city center this time. I don't want to be traveling far.
Did you rape her after I met no rape her?
Over 200 men's names were identified by your police investigation, but only 11 were charged. Why is that?
What's this?
You've been raping young girls in restaurants, but get the fuck out of
That's not right. Why would I go? Young girls that named you as raping young children. I have multiple young girls, school children on camera. I have multiple young girls who allege that you're involved in raping them and prostituting.
We have serious allegations from children who say that you were involved in the rape and prostitution of them, that you were a kingpin having them trafficked.
That's rough. Shout out Andy.
I've got some questions to ask you about allegations of child rape. You raped a 12-year-old girl, you took her virginity in house next door to a mosque in Telford.
Why would 3 individual girls who do not know each other all be telling me and giving me statements that you have been involved in their grooming, in their trafficking, and in their prostitution?
Yeah, well, can we talk?
That's a wicked charge, man. I'm trying to tell you.
You trafficked young children. You trafficked young children. You were the kingpin. You chose who they were raped by. You prostituted them. She fought you while she dragged her knickers off her when she was 12 years old in the house next door to the mosque.
What?
What were you doing hanging around with 13-year-old school children?
Nothing that he was supposed to be doing.
Because you were angry because you had been sleeping with your best friend Imran's underage girlfriend. If men in this town, Pakistani men in this town, got away with destroying young girls' lives, now you're famous. Everyone's going to know who you are.
Everyone. 1.1 million people at this point. When is this show coming out? What is this? Is this already out? Explain it. Say something to me. I would love to react to that.
If you haven't watched those films,
no, I have not.
You can at trfilms.co.uk. I'd like to say a thank you to the ladies, the brave, courageous, fearless ladies who stood up, put their faces on TV to help expose the biggest and darkest stain in our country's history.
Is he crying?
How, as a nation, did we allow this to happen? How has there not already been a revolution in our country over the rape, jihad that has been committed against our daughters across Britain? Now, as I spoke up about this issue for 15 years, we were attacked But then I see so many other ladies that stood up. And I know one lady who stood up in the town of Rotherham. The world knows about the stories from Rotherham. They were exposed because of a brave lady who decided to speak out with her face, with her reputation. And do you know what? She carried on living in Rotherham. I still don't understand how, yeah? Because I know what these gangs are like. I know how fearful she must have been. And brave ladies have brought this to the world's attention. One of those brave ladies is going to speak to you
money
now.
to move, probably.
Her name is Sammy Woodhouse.
So this is like a whole day's event right here. Sammy got that big hair. Not this evening, huh?
London! How we doing? I tell you something.
1.2 million people watching.
Fucking beautiful. Now, I'm going to talk about
Ghost
something
OTF.
It's really important, something that I'm really passionate about, and unfortunately, something that I've lived. Now, I'm going to start with Rotherham, a town that you've probably all heard of. When I was 14 years old, I met a man called Arshad Hussain. I was criminally and sexually exploited for 2 years. Oh, sorry. I was criminalised and I was also made pregnant. My son is now 24 years old. But the truth is, this didn't just happen to me. It was happening to thousands of children in my town and right across the UK from the 1960s. Sorry. On one occasion, a man called Jahangir Akhtar, who went on to be a Labour politician and the deputy leader of Rotherham Council, and a police officer called PC Hassan Ali, made a no prosecution deal with my rapist. So when he abducted me, they said if he came back and handed me at a petrol station, he would walk free. The very people that were paid to protect failed. They were also complicit in what we know now. They was also involved in raping some of those children. Now, when I exposed Rotherham, I took all my evidence, including tape recordings of police officers, and I gave it to the Times newspaper. I was fortunate enough to go on to get criminal justice, and my rapist was sentenced to 35 years in prison.
Probably doing some of the hardest time ever for that charge.
Now I continue to work as an activist because, as I say, this is something that's been happening all over the country and something that is still happening today. People think that this is a thing of the past. I tell you right now, it's not. Now, I did another exposure back in 2018 when Rotherham Council invited my rapist into my son's life to apply for contact or even full custody through the family courts. Now, many people will know how corrupt our family courts are. They are thousands of women around the country being forced to have contact with the very men that raped them because they had children from their rapes. Something our government still know about and still are allowing.
I never even thought about that. Like, this never even crossed my mind.
I'm very fortunate to stand here today and share my story. There's many survivors that aren't living today. And I want to tell you about an incredible family called the Sheeran family. Now, when I came to work at Urban School, I interviewed a woman called Anne Sheeran. And then I went on to make a documentary with 2C TV to share their horrific story. Now, Andrew's daughter was called Jodie. Jodie was gang raped in her hometown of Stoke-on-Trent when she was a child.
Stoke-on-Trent?
She was gang raped on Eid.
I know people
and after
over
they gang
there.
raped her, they poured curry powder all over her. Now, Jodie, like me, became pregnant, and she went on to tell the police of what had happened to her. The man got charged, and what they thought was going to go to court for justice. They dropped the trial just as it was starting.
He played out?
That was something that Jodie felt very, very difficult to deal with. She turned to drink, and unfortunately, she passed away. Now her son, Jaden, and her mother, Anne, they're fighting still for this day to get some sort of criminal justice in a victimless prosecution. Now, before I go, I'm just going to ask you all to support the Sheeran family, just like many of you have supported me. And I want you all to remember Jodie Sheeran. Thank you. And I'll see you all day. Have a good day.
That's messed up.
Right. What a brave lady. Let's give her a round of applause again, everyone. Come on.
I don't even know how a man could fix himself to do something like that. You got to be... I don't know. I don't even know.
Now, as I went through the stories and got to know the survivors in Telford, one brave lady said there was one song that she listened to that told her story. Now, when you listen to the lyrics in this song, I want you all to think and listen to and know what happened to Britain's daughters, and listen to the words and the meaning of this song that's going to be sung now, okay?
Tommy, he taking charge of their own stuff. Another song. I've never watched one of these things in full length, so I never knew before this what actually goes on. I thought like it was the march and then Tommy was speaking. That was it.
We need a medic over here. Yes, I just need to. We've got a medic, yeah?
A medic for what? Somebody bleeding? If you're in my comment section, in the chat, there's no mods. So whatever they in there talking about, that's what they talking about. I just let it kind of, you know.
The lady who's going to sing this for you now. It's a beautiful
rock
Penny
out.
Lamb. She's travelled here each time.
Somebody phone ringing?
She's travelled here each time from Canada. I want you to know that every person that's speaking and singing here today have paid their own fares. No one's being paid. They've all volunteered their time to come here today.
She made it happen. She ain't had a case.
Britain! What a crowd! Thank you for your patience. I'm a little shorter than everybody else here, so cheers. I think he explained the meaning of this song, so this one is for all of the victims of the terrible grooming gangs.
Okay, let's hear the lyrics. Okay, talk to me. Question: What show was we watching? We did a reaction to it where they sat down with a person who was in jail for doing that type of stuff that she's singing about, and he told them how they picked the victims or did we watch that, or I just happened to see it? Dude said he picked his victims by looking at their parents. If their parents or their father looked like he was gonna be a problem, he would go to somebody else. So a lack of father or a weak father is how he chose his victims. I was like, that's crazy. Because me, literally, when I'm outside, when I'm not in front of this camera, I don't look nice. I don't think I do. Especially when I'm with my kids, like with the kids. Like, I'm straight stern face. Don't even play with me. I remember we went to the movie theater. I don't know. I'm not Hispanic. So apparently my girl had told me after, like, oh, he's a Spanish dude. That's what they do. I said, well, not here. They don't. Yeah, not here. Like, we was randomly standing in line, and then like an older Spanish gentleman, he like touched one, like rubbed, like it was like, oh hey, like rubbed her head, like the kids, like one of the kids, and I was like, hey, oh, don't touch. And I just gave him like the stare of like I was trying to see through his soul. Like, I don't do it. To me, like we're not doing that. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna make it clear to you. Like, that's you gotta have a here we go, strong father figure.
Nation allowed to happen to our daughters, to the politicians, to the journalists who talk about these girls like they're statistics. There are daughters. There are sisters. Now, an army of women recently have been rising. It's been so encouraging to see. As women, the pink ladies. Let's hear it for the pink ladies. Yeah?
Oh, those ladies. We've seen them in some reactions.
The pink ladies have inspired this entire country. These numbers are here today. You played your part, ladies. It's beautiful to watch as the mothers start speaking out. They're not afraid anymore. Who remembers? Let me play you a quick video, yeah? Let me play you a video. Remember this?
But it looks like the police are trying to cause a scene. Look at that! Look what they're doing! Look what the police are doing! What are they doing?
Is that Wesley Winter?
What are the police doing here?
Oh, shout out Wesley! They use this clip.
What are they doing? Just for the public, guys.
That's definitely Wesley Winter.
Have a look at this.
All they do when they do this, yeah? In fact, let's have a round of applause for the brave lady that has not backed down. Come on, Sarah. One of the yipping mothers.
Oh, that's her.
Close to my mouth. Hi, everyone. My fellow countrymen and patriots, I stand before you today not as a politician, certainly not as an expert, but what I truly am, a mother of three beautiful children who deserve a safe, fair and secure future in this country. And I know I'm not alone, because every mother,
I know he's
every
there. Wesley's there probably,
and
so he's
every
seen it.
woman here today knows what it means to worry for the next generation. Because we are the ones that carry the weight of tomorrow.
But they arrested her for having
shoulders.
a British flag?
Because
That was why she was getting
raise
arrested?
Tomorrow. But I also stand here carrying the story of others. Recently, I met a couple called Daz and Jody, whose daughter, Lola, tragically choked whilst eating dinner. Lola survived, but she has been left with an irreversible brain injury. And if that heartbreak wasn't enough, Lola's family have faced a second tragedy.
What's that?
The failure of our own authorities. Instead of providing the care, the funding and support families like Lola's so desperately need, they have been abandoned, left to fight a system that strips away help at every single turn. And yet, while our own children suffer without the proper support, our government bends over backwards to hand out resourcing, funding and housing to undocumented men who come into this country illegally.
Oh, no.
Tell me, where is the fairness in that? Where is the justice for children like Lola who didn't ask for this life, and families like Lola's who are simply trying to survive? I too have felt the weight of injustice. When I stood up for what I knew was right, I was brutally arrested by the police. Arrested not because I had done wrong, but because I dared to fly our national flag with pride. And in that moment, I realised something. They wanted to send a message. They wanted every woman in this country to see me in handcuffs and think if they can arrest her, they can arrest anyone. Well, let me tell you something. They're right. They can arrest one woman. They can arrest 10 women. But they cannot silence us all. Because when women stand up together, when mothers rise together, no force, no government, and certainly no police can hold us down. We are the backbone of this nation, the protectors, the nurturers, the fighters when our children need us most. And if we do not stand up for our rights, for our children's futures, and for families like Lola's, then who will? So let today be the beginning of something new, a movement led by women, powered by mothers, driven by love for our families and for our country. Together, we will rise, we will demand change, and we will shape the Britain our children deserve. Because when women stand together, nothing and no one can silence us. Love the country in which you live, or go and live in the country you love. This is Great Britain!
In the chat, they said she got arrested because she was outside of a protest zone.
Thank you.
Madam.
Now, for too long, our children have been indoctrinated to hate who they are through the education system, to pollute their minds. And as all of this happens, every other culture and identity is celebrated. You cannot allow the education system to have control over your children. You have to teach your children who they are. You have to teach them to be proud of their culture, proud of their history.
100%.
Now,
you do got to teach
who remembers the story where a young girl wore a union dress and she went to school and they sent her home from school?
And that's my confusion.
So cultures were being celebrated.
Hey,
so she wore her
appreciate
British
25.
dress
Thanks for
to
reading.
Celebrate her culture, and the school
reacting to this
sent
deal, little total what's going on. You don't realize how bad it is. I'm trying to tell you. I'm not there every day, but
she went to school that day to deliver a speech on her culture to a classroom of 30 children. There are currently 1.3 million people watching this live. Courtney Wright, come and deliver your speech, darling.
Now, I like this. I like when kids are stood up for. Why did she get home for wearing a Union Jack?
British girl. Come on.
Why did she get sent home for wearing a Union Jack dress? Or a flag? Was it a Union Jack or was it this? The regular flag? I'm lost. Why would she be sent home for that?
My name is Courtney Wright, and I'm so proud to stand here today. Even though I'm only 13, I already know how lucky we are to live in this country. Britain is our home. It's a place built on courage, sacrifice and freedom. Millions before us fought to protect it, and it's our duty to love it, respect it and keep it strong. We may be young, but we are the future, and together, with pride in our hearts, we will always stand for our great nation. I wrote a speech for my culture day at school, and I was silenced. Silenced because I'm a British girl and my voice didn't count. Do you want to hear my speech, London Patriot?
Turn me up. I like that. I love this for her.
Today, I want to talk about my culture, British culture, and why it's important to me. In Britain, we have lots of traditions, including drinking tea, our love to talk about the weather, and we have the royal family. We have amazing history like kings and queens, castles and writers like Shakespeare. It's also modern, diverse and always changing.
What school did this to this little girl?
All around the world, blending into daily life. And let's not forget about fish and chips.
L school.
It's also the way we speak, our humour, our values of fairness and politeness, and the mix of old traditions and new ideas. But sometimes in school we only hear about other cultures, which is great because learning about different countries is interesting and important. But it can feel like being British doesn't count as a culture just because it's a majority. I think culture should be for everyone, not just for people from other countries or backgrounds. Being British is still a culture and it matters too.
I mean, it is.
So let's celebrate all cultures, whether they come from far away or right here at home. Thank you.
And I celebrate British culture every day. And her Air Force Ones is crispy. No, let's talk about it. Pause. Normally when I see Air Force Ones in the UK, they beat up like they've been put through World War I. She had on a fresh, crispy pair. Salute to that girl. W speech, W
so
shoes.
Bloody proud. Where are they?
We do watch Chicago Fire.
Let's have a round of applause for her mum and dad as well. Come on.
Why would her school send her home and not let her do her speech? I'm lost.
Make sure your children are proud of their country, proud of its...
Do people in the UK realize that being British is like a culture? Being Britain is a culture? Like, that's a part. That should be a part of Culture Day. In America, it's kind of like, but there, it's like, it's different.
Lady singing a song, and it just brought a smile to my face every time I see it, and every time I listen to it. So, will you come up now and perform that song for us, darling?
Are her Air Force One's crispy too?
Wow. What a privilege it is to be on this stage.
Let's back up. Let's see the Air Force Ones. Sing.
I just want to start by saying, I just can't get over it. Look, wow. Unbelievable. Look at all these patriots.
Because your dress could offend other
Amazing.
cultures. Being
Thank
British
you,
could
everybody.
offend other cultures.
You're amazing. You're going to make a real difference today. We are literally a part of history. Everything is going to change from today. This is it.
She on stage getting her rocks off. Sing.
Ready.
She got some crispy Air Force Ones on too. Everybody crispy today.
Do you know how nervous she was about that? She smashed it, didn't she? Absolutely smashed it.
She seemed nervous, but
Now again, I think the next lady who's going to speak now, I've watched her speeches. I think she's probably single-handedly the best speaker and representative at putting her point across,
Yeah, wow.
I'd say, on the planet. Okay? She's
Yeah,
unbelievable,
really wow.
she's amazing, she's beautiful. Who's next? Play the video.
We ain't gonna hang no more. It was really going in, wasn't it? Play the video. Oh.
So let me promise you right here, right now, I will not stop fighting for them. I will not stop fighting for the truth, and I will not stop fighting for my people. The time of zero accountability will come to an end, and I will promise you, we will make Europe great again.
Eva Vandenbroek.
Britons, patriots, my friends. Today, I call upon all of you to invoke the help of your country's patron saint, Saint George. Legend holds that Saint George
Don't we
fought
got digital
against
ID
a
in America?
dragon that was demanding human sacrifice. He fought a battle of good versus evil. And today, hundreds of years later, we are still fighting that very same fight. We are
Anonymous
fighting
one.
a
Don't we
fight
got that in America?
of truth versus
I'm asking.
lies.
I don't know.
Of freedom versus tyranny, and of light versus dark. And just 3 days ago, one of our bravest warriors lost his life fighting it. So today, we also fight for him. We fight for Charlie Kirk. We fight for our nations. We fight for our children.
Oh, not yet. It's coming, right?
Charlie.
She should be in somebody's little TV show or movie. She got stage
Ladies
presence.
and gentlemen, St. George's shield became your very flag. And now, your flag has to become a shield once again. A shield that will protect us in the fight against the evil forces that, just like back then, against the dragon, we are fighting this time because they are demanding the sacrificing of our children on the altar of mass migration. So, my patriots, raise your flag, wave them high, wave them proudly, because there is nothing that today's dragon fears more than that. And that dragon resides at 10 Downing Street.
Do y'all think y'all would care as much if the country was bigger?
I can't interrupt that.
I don't think it's a daft question.
But I will say,
A lot of people say like it's just because of the size.
A minute too late that you guys are all here, because our civilization is on the brink of destruction.
And somebody told me like America has a lot going on in
immigration
America with mass immigration, but y'all don't care
We
because
are losing
y'all
our
are like
homelands.
quadruple the size.
We are becoming minorities in our own countries. In many cities, this is already the case. Here, where we are today in London, a shocking 41% of all people are foreign-born. And the total immigrant population lies at 60%. I don't have to tell you what the consequences of that are.
The fruits of mass immigration are insecurity, impoverishment, and cultural decay. Here in London, you can't walk around with your phone in your hands without the risk of it getting stolen. But who cares about phones when your daughters are being raped and the perpetrators who do it tell them that that is what white girls are for?
That's what happened?
That, plus the fact that the authorities, the very same people who were supposed to protect them, repeat that same rhetoric. That is what constitutes a betrayal on a level that we have never seen before. And make no mistake, the Rotherham rapes, they didn't just happen in Rotherham. They happen all over the continent as well. On a daily basis, everywhere in Europe, unsuspecting white boys and girls, men and women are assaulted, raped, and murdered every single day. So let's not beat around the bush here. We are witnessing the rape, replacement, and murder of our people.
It's getting fiery.
But I am here today to tell you, no more. Today is not the time for compromise. Today is not the time to just keep calm and carry on. Today is the time to get angry, demand change, and fight back.
The chat is wilding him.
Because it's not just that our establishment doesn't care about us, or that they failed to simply protect us. Make no mistakes, they are the ones who have betrayed us. They are the ones who are actively selling us out. And they are the ones that are making us pay for our own destruction. And what if you speak out against them? What if you speak the truth? Well, in this country, you run the risk of getting thrown in jail for longer than the immigrant who has raped your daughter. That is the UK in 2025 under Keir Starmer. Nothing short of a tyrannical state. But, ladies and gentlemen, do not despair. Do not become demoralized, because that is exactly what they want you to do. Because when I look at you, when I look at this sea of flags, I know that it is far from over for us.
What time is it in the UK? 6?
Both we, the
4?
Dutch, and
5,
you, the English, we have mastered the seas. We have conquered the world. And that same spirit of our ancestors still runs through our veins to this day.
Look at all the men in the
audience. We are the sons and daughters of the greatest nations on earth.
Oh, wow.
If anyone can get their countries back, it is us. Change is possible. Remigration is possible, and it is up to us to make it happen.
I ain't policing the chat.
We are Generation Remigration. We will not back down. We will not be silenced. And by the grace of God, we will claim our countries back. Thank you.
Send them back. So I don't know if any of you realise that by attending here today, you will inspire so many people. And I know that as a fact.
How many people are watching?
Because 3 years ago,
1.3
I was
still?
pretty lost. I was deplatformed, I was censored, I was on my own in a foreign country, I was lonely. And then I watched as the Irish took to the streets of their country, led by the mothers of Ireland, and they started marching in their country. And that inspired me. I travelled straight to Ireland. It relit the fire in my belly. I travelled straight to Ireland and I made a documentary called Plantation 2, Rise of the Celts, to tell the story of the invasion of Ireland as the mothers of Ireland made it an international news story. I'm going to play that promo now.
They're scared, Tommy. They're not only scared, they're petrified for their children.
I really don't feel safe for my kids or for my future.
Well, a lot of them are afraid. I know women that can't even go to work anymore, that won't walk because it's too fearful. And that's a sad reality of Ireland today.
Yeah, I was attacked last year.
You was?
I was, in town.
I have 2 rapes by males, one in an open pub and one in this car park. Another one.
They're literally grabbing you on the street. If they look at you and they like you, they're having you.
Like all the attacks I know that have happened to friends of mine in town, nobody has been arrested.
Why did you think it acceptable that you wanted to rape a 14-year-old child?
I had been sexually assaulted while I was completely out cold. It just terrified me and it traumatised me. Like, I have PTSD, I have to deal with that.
What are you saying to me, your sister? What did you say to her?
Where's all the women and children? Where's it all men that have suddenly arrived in our village?
There's millions of men coming in. Where are all the women?
I live here. I want to know where you came from and why you are here.
If it keeps going on the way it is, our town won't be recognisable.
It's gonna be your kids next. It's gonna be your mother next. It's gonna be your niece next. And you gotta allow this shit.
We're not going to sit back and allow this. This is our children's future. We're fighting for it.
Ireland for the Irish.
This is my home. This is my country. This is my culture. And I won't sit back and see it wiped out.
Free promo. 1.3 million people been glued to this. Dang, it's raining again.
The next speaker who's travelled here today, Terry McMahon, is a film director, a multi-award winner, the producer of the This Is Ireland, watched by millions. Years ago he spoke up. They tried to silence him. They tried to cancel him. He's here today to say he's not cancelled, he's not silenced, and he's going to speak on behalf of the Republic of Ireland. Terry.
Terry, I think I've seen him before.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I wasn't talking to you, Siri.
Okay.
Give him a mic.
Tommy told me to stay under here, but if you're going to get wet, I'm going to get wet with you.
Man of the people.
600 artists signed a petition in Ireland to have a festival cancelled that was a celebration of Irish culture. They'll probably cancel me for speaking with you here today as well, but what the hell? Ireland is on her knees, and she has learned from you, the government has learned from you how to accelerate. Van Morrison was the only Irish artist to speak out against the insanity of lockdowns. Remember these? He knew these were more than masks. They were muzzles designed to control communication, stop dissent, stun the soul. They tried to annihilate Van, to send a message. If we can silence one of the greatest voices of all time, imagine what we can do to you. You who are supposed to be too terrified to speak out, too scared to even whisper. The Irish government tried to force through a referendum to change the meaning of family and remove mother from the Constitution.
Huh?
Our national leader calls the Irish mongrels. Irish Times journalist calls us dogs. Our Minister for Justice called us scumbags. These people trying to force through hate speech laws, yet the only hatred we see is coming from them against us. And where are the artists? Where are the heroes? Where are the rebels? Degenerates in both of our beautiful but broken countries came for our kids, maligning mothers and fathers as mangy mutts and malevolent mongrels. Maybe they were right. Maybe we are a different breed. Maybe we are loyal dogs. Maybe we are dangerous dogs. Maybe we are the dogs of war! All humans are born equal, but not all ideas are. Particularly the ones publicly declaring their intention to subvert and destroy our civilization from within. We know what divides us. Every day politicians and media and schools tell us who to hate and train us in how to hate them. But look around you. Men, women, boys, girls, young, old, left, right, gay, straight, brown, white, all of different faiths and different classes.
He lost his place. Find it.
Excuse me. And you are all unified in the core truth that our political, social, ethical, and moral way of life is now under sustained attack. And the cowards cancelling us here today, despite your contempt, we are marching for you too, to protect you from being forced to be too frightened to speak out, too scared to even whisper. And to you young kids here, if you really want to know where the hell the heroes and the rebels and the artists are, they're standing right beside you. Your mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters and fellow citizens of all faiths and all colors who finally found the collective courage to stand up against actual monsters are the real heroes.
Do we really think this is going to do anything, though? This march, rally, protest? The sheer numbers are not good, but I mean, they are good.
I'm going to unfurl it in front of you. And it's amazing to be unfurling this flag in this country. And I do it with respect, and I do it with love for my nation, and I do it in the recognition that Ireland is not owned by sellout, psychotic, censorious politicians. Ireland, the Republic of Ireland, belongs to her people.
Gotta get it right side up, man.
we still have the poetry and the blood of the proclamation pumping through our
AY audit stream.
Ireland, England, we are right now, more than any time in history, brothers and sisters. We have a common enemy.
It's looking ugly over there.
And we have a common love. And we have love or we have hate. And they hate us, but we love each other. Thank you for having me.
There are 650 politicians in that building over there. How many of them are here today? We've got politicians who have travelled from every country in Europe, pretty much. Yet we can't find one. Don't kid yourself, so we've had a political revolution. If there was any member of parliament in there who represented the people truly, they would have come here today and spoke with you. Why? Some people may ask, we've got lots of European politicians here. We are uniting the kingdom. Today we've united this kingdom like no one has ever seen before. But it's not just Britain that's being invaded. It's not just Britain that's being raped. Every single Western nation faces the same problem. An orchestrated, organised invasion and replacement of European citizens is happening. We, all of us, Europeans and Westerners, we have tolerated too much. They don't fear us if we're isolated. Unity is strength. I want to now introduce you one by one. Leaders and leading politicians from some of Europe's best populist, real political parties. The future leaders of Europe are here today to inspire you about the fight that's going on in their countries. If you're watching this, and you're from France, if you're from...
Let's take a look at this real quick.
My good God. I got some, from that GoPro, I had it on. Squirting, like, straight in the mouth again.
It's like the front line. The speech is in the back, and it's the front line.
He watches the stream.
It's the left over here, in the back.
He knows where it's at.
Closest is the right.
Listen.
The counter protest is on the other side of this screen.
Wesley, everyone says you know where to be. I said, did you watch the stream? It's the only stream to watch. Because we're always here. So there you go, Mrs. Whitnall is back with us again.
You're getting ready for another move.
Fucking Danny, cut!
Yo, hear him? Oh, this is the action is, huh? It's the action.
More are coming in on the other side. Yeah, they're moving them in another batch.
More police. Oh yeah, it's about to get negative in a minute. All of this is going on the front line over there with Tony.
Oh my God, look who it is. It's fucking DJ Media. He's over there. We've actually got him.
Oh, that is DJ Media.
stay for more. Of England will wipe them.
DJ Media's made a historic run. He's not live. See, he moved from being live to recording and posting later. I want to see it kick off, but nothing's. Oh, he's moving up.
Look who it ain't. It's Curtis Arnold. Curtis. Come, Curtis. Come, Curtis. Come on, Curtis. Come. Come on. What's that? No, come. Curtis, come here. Come. Don't be scared, man. Don't be scared.
What's he scared of? Did they got beef?
What's that, buddy?
Is that your new son now?
No, he's got a sexual harm prevention order against him.
Oh, they got beef.
He's a YouTuber. He's got a sexual harm prevention order.
That's why he's on that side.
That's why he's there with a bodyguard. That's why you don't come to London.
Oh, they got beef?
That's it, Curtis, come.
Wait, they got beef?
You're gonna try moving now.
Audit channels got beef?
Yeah, you're right, bro, yeah? Yeah, nice one, yeah?
That's hilarious.
Curtis! If I'm wrong, I'll say I apologise if I'm wrong. Yeah, but come.
He calling bro by his first name. That's insane. He said, Curtis, come.
Says, long live a French France and long live an English England.
Let me know if y'all want me to go back to AY audits. I'm keeping an eye on it on my phone.
The next gentleman who's here today, some of you may have seen, I had an invite a few times to Danish Parliament. In fact, the first place I premiered my film, Silenced, the one I was locked up for, was in Denmark's Parliament. When the media had slandered me, demonised me and painted me and made me toxic, a brave politician still invited me to his parliament.
Yeah, go back to AY.
On freedom of speech. I was actually won an award there. So I'd like to bring him up now. He's a friend. He's the leader of the Danish People's Party, Morten Messerschmidt.
67 say no. It's 100% say 59.
Hello, London. Today we
forgot we can do polls.
Charlie devoted his life speaking the truth, defending freedom and challenging those in power. And he was killed for it. But here are the realities. If Charlie had done here in today's United Kingdom what he did in his own country, it would not have been a leftist radical ending his life in the streets.
Hey, what happened?
It would have been the authorities putting him behind bars. Shame on them. That is how far Britain has fallen from being the very cradle of free speech to a place where saying what you believe can cost you your liberty. And so here we are, standing in this beautiful day in London, standing with millions who see their country sliding into cultural darkness and feel their civil rights being stripped away. Why would I, as a Dane, care? Because we share, we defend, and we fight for the same very values that found the Western society, of democracy, of civilization. I am here fighting with you for what was once so self-evident.
Oh, they're fighting on AY audits.
Needed to be said. For centuries,
they're throwing bottles.
Freedom was synonymous with Great Britain. But now these self-evident rights and values must be fought for again. And fight we will by...
Nah, y'all wildin'. Hey, much respect. Put the camera up.
Buddy, let me go through. Sorry,
I see all type of bottles flying. Go to the line. Nah, never. I'm watching it in a couple places, Union streaming. This one is AY Audits, and then I'm watching on Twitter on Charlie's thing.
I know it sounds silly, but it's the right thing. Yeah, of course you can, bro. You are absolutely fucking legendary, my G.
It's gonna storm in England.
Legend, my bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Cheers, bro. Yeah, thank you, mate.
Yeah. Okay. The possibility of negativity is there.
Every Democrat, but extremists, Islamophobes, hoping to shame us into silence. But we reject their labels. Wanting safe streets and secure borders does not make us villains. It makes us patriots. Loving your country and protecting your community
He's
is
been on
not
here
a
for a
crime.
minute.
It is a duty. And telling the truth can never be hate. As George Orwell, one of England's greatest sons, warned, the further a society drifts from truth, the more it hates those who speak of it. Well, we will speak of it. We will tell the truth. So let us stand strong, brothers and sisters, united and unafraid, from Denmark to the kingdom of your great country. Together we cannot be defeated. Our voices will not be drowned down. From the white cliffs of Dover to the highlands of Scotland, from Belfast to Birmingham, let freedom's voice ring out again. And go take back your country.
Let me tell you now a funny little story, yeah? When we had singers, I know a lad who goes Luton Town matches. I've known him for years. And
you know
he
what's
said,
crazy?
I can sing. I'll sing a song. And then this morning, in our lads group chat, I got a message from the lad saying, is Bloxy singing? I said, yeah, he is, yeah. Can he sing? He said, can he fuck? Bloxy, I hope you can sing, bruv.
I don't.
Hello, London!
He looked like he could sing low key. He looked like a rock star.
I always wanted to do that. Right, we're only doing one number because we're running a bit late. But I want all you lot to sing along with this. It's your turn now. Are you ready? Oasis, 82,000. Me, 500,000.
1.4.
So get your hands in the air, come on! I want you singing along, come on! Where it began, I can't begin to know it, but what I know, it's growing strong. Alright! Was in the spring.
Can't lie, I'm not here for the singing. I'm here for negativity. I'm not here for negativity. I'm just here because I see something over here. There's so many people at the stage, but I forgot that there wasn't a lot of people at the stage. This is deep. You can't skip Sweet Carolina. You only want negativity. Yes. No, I don't only want negativity. But we've been watching the stage for 2 hours. Sweet Caroline. That's cool.
Back on, rubber punches and that. It was just like that, you know. Pardon? You're just going to go through the crossbar. Oh, no. Sorry.
Leave off, alright?
Sorry.
Oh yeah, just wait till I get to this one.
Hey.
Why are they pushing us back?
Hey, y'all low key funny. Y'all in the chat low key are funny.
Well, he certainly shut the lads up, didn't he? On Bloxy. Next, who follows the politics of Germany? A new party, Alternative for Deutschland, come on the scene. How long ago? Less than a decade ago? They've risen. The only party that will save Germany is the AfD. Now, a funny story. The AfD, just a decade ago, were a very small party. Their MP, who's here today, come and visit me when I was in jail. We've spoke for many years. And when he walked in, he sat down, he said, Tommy, Munich is mine. Yeah? He's now the standing MP for Munich. Unthinkable. Just a decade ago. It shows what can happen. He's not politically correct. He speaks out every time. He spoke out on my behalf during my imprisonment. Peter Bryson.
I'm in America.
This is a
Surge.
historic day. 1 million English
It doesn't matter
people
what
are
I
here.
am. I'm in
The
America.
world is watching you, but one man isn't here. Your Prime Minister. What are you thinking about him?
Yeah, it's not a... JC, silent,
Welcome. Thank you
minding
very
my
much.
business, but watching.
You are asking us, why we are here from Europe. Because your enemies are our enemies. Because your fight is our fight. We don't want our daughters, our sisters getting raped. We don't want our brothers.
To be frank, though, it only seems like y'all are getting immigrants from a certain region. Like in America, we get immigrants from everywhere. Everywhere. Y'all only getting them from a specific place. See, I can't even really speak on it, but because in America, like, we get immigrants from all over. So it's like, you know, but out there, it's like, y'all. But trust and believe, when people get to acting up that are coming here, it's like, hey, slow down now. Calm down. Let's keep it P. You feel me? But y'all only getting, but I will say y'all are only getting immigrants from a certain place. We get immigrants from everywhere, so it don't really, like, it do, but it don't hit as hard as y'all, like. You're getting immigrants north, south, east, west, all over the world, y'all. Specifically. But me, once again, when immigrants come, it don't be affecting me like that.
But they can't silence us. For each of us, they silence hundreds more standing up and saying, "Raise your colors." And that's the reason why we are
Food
winning.
be good anyway. You know what I'm saying?
They are
Chilling.
telling us we cannot stop the
Eating
migration.
good.
Come on! You stop the Spanish Armada. You can stop these rubber vessels here, I am sure. Are you proud English? And we are winning everywhere.
That doesn't look
Donald
safe.
Trump won the election in the USA. Fico in Slovakia. Orban is ruling in Hungary. Salvini in Italy. And I promise you, we, the AFD, we are going to win any upcoming election in Germany. And we will make Germany strong, as you are going to make Britain great again.
And also, like y'all was just saying, like y'all getting immigrants, and they strictly men. Like here, it's a lot of women coming, and I salute that. The way that our immigrants come in, like it's different than what I'm seeing with y'all's. So me saying I'm pro-immigrant for here, America. But how y'all got it coming, it's a little finicky. It's a little shaky. It ain't the same. It's very much so not the same.
And we will fight another 2,000 years if necessary. We will never surrender. United we stand.
The Germans watching, wir sind das Volk. As we are the people. Right, next. As I told you today, there's not one single British politician from there
that's come here today to speak to you. They were invited, okay? The next gentleman who's coming up now, in the not so distant future, I do believe will be standing in there. Next up, play the video.
There can be no greater happiness to secure their own futures and secure the futures of their loved ones and their children.
They are proud of this country. They want to protect this country.
This country needs an honest, decent, pro-British political force which is actually going to act.
They should let somebody from the left come up there and
fear,
speak.
Without favour.
Speak their
and
piece.
Deliver for this country.
Man, he got that hairdo, boy.
Test.
Come on! Thank you. Thank you. Welcome England. Welcome Scotland. Welcome Wales. And let's not forget, welcome Northern Ireland. Where is the Ulster banner? Collectively, we are the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Let no one put that aside. Fly your flags with pride. They represent our countries. They represent our union. Our politicians don't give a damn about our union. The Conservative Party is actually fully named the Conservative and Unionist Party.
Reform, not
but
advance.
they put a border between Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Our politicians don't stand for us. And I know why. When I was invited to come on this...
Yeah, I gotta let him get it
Go
off.
on then, let's get it out of our systems. Keir Starmer is a wanker.
Keep the
That
speech
wasn't
going.
part of my speech, but that's perfectly acceptable. But what I want to say is this. In the run-up to the 13th of September, a lot of podcasters and a lot of interviewers asked me, Ben, if you're invited, will you speak on the 13th of September? It was put to me in a conspiratorial manner, almost as if we had to whisper about the 13th of September, as if I would be breaking some taboo by coming here. And I find the question very, very strange. Why would I, a British politician who believes in democracy, give up the opportunity to speak to the British people? The question is not whether or not Ben Habib should be here. The question is, where are the other bloody leaders of the political parties? Where are they? They all talk about populism. They talk about the majority interest. They talk about the needs of the United Kingdom. But they haven't got the courage to talk to you. Well, I will, and Advance UK will speak for this country. What we stand for, let me tell you what we stand for. We stand for the nation state of United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. We don't just stand for our cultural Christian roots, we stand for our constitutional Christian roots, and there is a difference. People talk about our culture being Christian. They've forgotten that we are constitutionally Christian. What do you think these flags represent? They represent various saints of our country. They are Christian flags. Our national anthem is a Christian hymn. We must not forget this. We in Advance UK will stand for the nation state and our Christian cultural and constitutional roots. We will stand for freedom. We will stand against the indoctrination of our children, who are told to be ashamed of our forefathers, who are told to be ashamed of
My daughter's at gymnastics, so she sent a picture.
Winston Churchill.
She's looking at it.
They call him a white supremacist, the man on whose shoulders we stand today. They call a white supremacist. I say no to all of that. And do you know why politicians aren't here to talk to you today, with my exception? Because they've fallen for this ridiculous cancel culture. They've fallen for the fear that they may be cancelled by not speaking to you. And we will therefore stand fearlessly for freedom of speech. It is the core, it is the heart of a democracy. There can be no progress in this country without freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech is needed.
We stand for democracy.
Yo.
We stand against the supranational
going on?
institutions, the international law,
Marcio.
the European Union, the European Convention of Human Rights, the WHO, all these bodies that infect our political system. They are not democratic. They're bureaucratic technocrats who are undermining your voice. It is them who wants to shut you down. We will root them out of the United Kingdom, and we will sack every member of the civil service does not follow the democratic mandate. And if we stand for nation, freedom and democracy, we will automatically deliver our fourth purpose. And our fourth purpose, about which we are now also aware, is that we have a two-tier criminal justice system. And that has to go. We will bring back equality under the law. The reason Lady Justice is blindfolded above the Old Bailey, something which our forefathers recognised. She had to be blind to deliver justice fairly. You cannot be prejudiced by people's backgrounds or their belief systems. We will once again put a blindfold over Lady Justice, and all British citizens will be equal under the law.
Don't forget, I'll be in Birmingham.
I took the step.
October 23rd.
Some said very stupid step. I've questioned my own sanity from time to time. But I took the step to set up Advance UK. Because I know, as you heard on the video, that this country needs a new, honest, principled political force which will not bend. And we will not bend. But we can only deliver for you on one condition. We can only deliver for this country on one condition. And that is, if you stand up. I can't do it on my own. My team can't do it on its own. We need you, the British people, to join Advance UK. So when you go home today, before you knock back your first drink or switch on Netflix and put your feet up, go on your phones, go on your laptops, go on your iPads, join Advance UK. Let's become the biggest overnight political force in the United Kingdom.
1.5 million people watching on Twitter.
And the last thing I want to say is I love my country, I love you, and I will not falter. I will deliver for you. Thank you very much.
Right. Our next politician has travelled here from Romania.
It's the politician branch, huh?
George Simeon, I'll let him tell the story, because just as you saw the election robbed in the United States of America, we saw the election robbed in Brazil. The election was also robbed in Romania.
That's the politician kicking it.
Raise the colors! Come on, come on! We stand with Charlie Kirk. We, as free Romanians, stand with Great Britain. We all are here to stand for freedom and democracy.
Hold on now, champ. Hold on, champ. I hear you, but hold on, champ. What's going on over here now? They throwing rocks?
Yeah, fuck off!
Bottles.
Get to the front! Get to the front! Fuck off!
They throwing boo-boo?
What's that mean, Ant? Is it that one?
Yeah, bye-bye! Off your fuck! You losers! Bye-bye! I know I am sure I'm coming to TheeLitOne! I'm coming to TheeLitOne! I'm coming to TheeLitOne! I know I am sure I'm coming to TheeLitOne!
It belongs to 14,000 brothers. No mod here, nah. No mods here. No mods here, General. If you say something too crazy, YouTube would just do it. Well, we practice freedom of chat. For now, at least. I don't know how negative it get. What did you say? Check, dang, where is it? General, wait, where is it? What other chat? Resistance. Check that out. This the same? This the same? Oh, he's just a little closer.
Allah, who the fuck is Allah? Allah, who the fuck is Allah? Allah, who the fuck is Allah?
Wait, what are we doing right here?
My back is killing me. I can't stand like this much longer. No.
You gotta wear back brace, buddy. You knew what you was coming out there for. You knew what it was when you stepped out the door.
No.
You knew you was gonna be standing up for a long time.
Guys, hit subscribe. Make sure to follow on X for any clips. It's at Will Coleshill. It's obviously at GB Resistance. This is Resistance GB on YouTube.
You lost me. Let's go back to somebody who's focused. Let's focus on the negativity. Let's. Oh, he moved away.
Buddy?
Come.
YouTube.
Sweet, brother.
Yeah. Let's go back to Twitter. Oh, Elon! Elon's showed
free
him.
speech and fighting for our free speech. So on behalf of Great Britain and the British public, we're incredibly grateful, Elon.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome. And you may notice this T-shirt that I'm wearing. It's great British author George Orwell. What would Orwell think? I think that's generally a good way to look at these things.
Did y'all know Elon Musk was on the spectrum?
He'd want the people to know what's real. He'd want the people to fight against government oppression and fight for the truth and fight for the future of Britain.
Elon, we are incredibly grateful for your time. We know what a busy man you are. Why is it important for you to be here today speaking at this Unite the Kingdom event?
Well, I am of primarily British heritage, British ancestry. I want Britain to be greater than it ever has been. I want Britain to remain Britain. I think there's
you can tell he's on the spectrum.
Beautiful about being British, and what I see happening is a destruction of Britain. Initially, a slow erosion, but a rapidly increasing erosion of Britain, with massive uncontrolled migration, a failure by the government to protect innocent people, including children, who are getting gang raped. It's unreal. The government has failed in its duty to protect its citizens, which is a fundamental duty of government. This has got to stop. There needs to be massive government reform in Britain. And the people need to be in charge, not some bureaucracy that doesn't care.
Elon, I believe that's what we've started today. Power by the people, sending a message worldwide. Elon, you spend an incredible lot of money on X. Why is free speech so important to you?
Well, I believe you can't get to the truth of things without freedom of speech, without active debate. There's so many on the left that want to just crush debate and put people in prison just for talking, as you were, just for speaking their mind. The essence of democracy is it should be a government for the people, by the people.
Right.
And in fact, this is a government against the people and not for the people. This is why everyone is gathered here today, is something's got to be done. This is unacceptable. The government needs to be responsible to the people of Britain. It needs to protect Britain. It needs to protect the weak, those who cannot protect themselves, especially the children. And when I read about some of the horrific stories and how the government did nothing and tried to hide it, they try to hide these horrific crimes. And then you see how much violence there's on the left, with our friend Charlie Cook getting murdered in cold blood this week, and people on the left celebrating it openly. The left is the party of murder and celebrating murder. I mean, let that sink in for a minute. That's who we're dealing with here. That is who we're dealing with.
Elon, to so many of the British public who are scared to exercise their free speech, they're worried about being imprisoned, they're worried about being attacked, even to share their speech on your platform of X. What message would you give to them?
The message is really, my message is to the reasonable centre. The common sense. So my appeal is to British common sense, which is to look carefully around you and say, if this continues, what world will you be living in? This is a message to the reasonable center, the people who ordinarily wouldn't get involved in politics, who just want to live their lives. They don't want. They're quiet. They just go about their business. My message is to them: if this continues, that violence is going to come to you. You will have no choice. You're in a fundamental situation here where whether you choose violence or not, violence is coming to you. You either fight back or you die. You either fight back or you die. And that's the truth.
Today, Elon, I think the British public are telling the world that they're ready to fight back.
Good. Yes.
Come on,
Elon is. Elon, wow.
We've inspired the nation. Elon, you've spoken a lot about woke culture, the woke mind virus, and how it damages innovation and freedom of thought. We know that DEI often sees people getting jobs when they definitely don't deserve them. Do you think this culture is holding back progress in the West? And what do you think needs to happen to reverse it?
Yeah, I'm appealing to sort of common sense and fairness. I want to emphasize just common sense and fairness, which is that we should make our decisions based on merit, on how, if somebody is talented and hardworking, then that should be the only means of advancement.
Appreciate you, Rainer.
There should not be discrimination on the basis of sex or religion or any race or anything else. And what
1.6 million people watching on Twitter.
It's actually super racist. It's super sexist, and it's it's anti-religion, but only anti-Christian. Like, why only anti-Christian? That's unfair. So this is why, again, my message is to the reasonable middle. Do you not want a world where there is fairness and common sense, and you advance as a function of how hard you work, and your talent, and your integrity? That should be all that matters. And the woke mind virus, that I call it, is against all of that. It's wrong.
Thank you. Elon, we hear so much about censorship being pushed by governments and global corporations and organisations. A lot of people don't understand why we're allowing mass, uncontrolled immigration into all Western nations. Do you believe that there are powerful forces outside of elected officials, someone controlling governments, that are trying to control the flow of information, and how do we resist that?
Well, this would be an interesting answer.
I think when you look at the behavior of organizations or people, you have to say, what is the incentive for these organizations? And frankly, there's a massive incentive on the left to import voters. So if they can't convince their nation to vote for them, they're going to import people from other nations to vote for them. This is a massive factor. And frankly, it's a strategy that will succeed if it is not stopped. Thus far, it is succeeding. And you see strong movements to allow people who are not from Britain to vote in Britain, to allow people who are not from France or elsewhere to vote in those countries. And thus depriving the citizens of their democratic power. It's really a voter importation thing. And if they're allowed to succeed, if this is allowed to continue, they will succeed in importing voters, swaying the elections, and taking your vote away from you.
That's an interesting theory.
What is happening?
Do you know what's great? The BBC and the mass media cannot control this, can they? I love it.
I mean, the BBC is complicit in the destruction of Britain.
And we pay for it, Elon. We pay for it.
Yes.
We're forced to pay for it. Do you know they send us to jail if we don't pay for it?
You're forced to pay for your own destruction. It's insane. It's unfair. It is wrong.
Elon, a lot of ordinary people that are here today, They feel ignored.
It's an interesting theory that holds a lot of merit. I'll word it like that.
Concerns in their communities.
I can see that being what's really going on.
Can finally give power back to those people, or do you think it will make censorship worse or even automate it?
I mean, that's a complicated question. It really depends on what government is in charge. The government can obviously use whatever powers are available to suppress the people. And so I really think there's got to be a change of government in Britain. And you can't, we don't have another 4 years or whatever the next election is. It's too long. Something's got to be done. There's got to be a dissolution of Parliament and a new vote held. And really what matters is rallying the people of Britain, really getting the people of Britain to get the message out there, talk to your friends and family, and build a massive power base among the people. And like I said, you really got to appeal to the sort of average, the normal people that just want to go about their business, that they're sort of in a village somewhere, they're working, they just want to mind their own business. But you've got to point out to them that if we don't take action, they won't be able to mind their own business because other people are going to come and maraud them. There's genuine risk of rape and murder, and the destruction of the country, and dissolution of the entire way of life. And so, yes, in the normal course of business, if things were if you weren't under a massive attack, then people should go about their business
used to
and just live their lives. But unfortunately, if the fight comes to you, you don't have a choice. You have to fight. So you have to rally all of the people of Britain to fight for the future.
Let me ask
and
the
if
people
this
of Britain,
doesn't happen, there won't be a future.
are you ready to fight for your future, Britain?
Fight for your future! Do it! Go!
Will we be gagged any longer, Britain?
Go! But you know what I mean, Tommy. You know what I mean. I mean, I talk to my friends in Britain, and they're like, yes, they live in a village here or there, or a town or city here or there, and they're like, well, it doesn't seem like it's really that much of a problem. I'm like, well, if you want to know what's going to happen to your town and village, just visit London, and you'll see that it's filled with crime. It often doesn't feel like Britain at all, and it's only a matter of time before that is what happens to your town or village. It starts in London, but it will spread to every town and village in the country, and no one will have any peace.
We're running out of time, people. We're running out of time. Elon, you've built rockets, you've built cars, you've built satellites, you've built AI. Things most of us couldn't dream of. It's fair to say you're a visionary. When you look at leaders in Europe and the UK today, do you think they share the same talent for future vision, or do you feel like they'll be left behind and out of touch?
Well, I think we've got to have a freer country, a freer. Europe in general has to be freer. It's stifled by bureaucracy. I think it's good that Britain left the EU because there's just too much bureaucracy in the EU. But frankly, instead of really going down a path of personal freedom and deregulation and getting rid of these stifling regulations, unfortunately, the British government has pretty much stayed on par with the EU. If not in some ways made the stifling regulation worse. If you have excess government regulation and oppression, you stifle the freedom of people to try new and great ideas. And Britain used to be a country that did amazing things, some of the boldest things on the entire planet.
That's what I used to. That's what I'm saying.
In the future. But it can't be done.
Britain used to just be trying stuff and succeeding.
That doesn't care about its people.
All the inventions and first times and stuff they got. Y'all got
and there's not much time left.
Elon, you've said before that civilization is fragile. We agree.
Yes.
It's precious. When you look at the West right now, every country in the West with its wars, its divisions, its censorship, and its declining trust in institutions. None of us trust them at all. None of the public trust them.
For good reason.
Are you optimistic or pessimistic about where we are heading?
I think if the people of Britain take charge and actually ensure that there's a government that represents their interests and not a government that represents foreign interests, then I think Britain has a great future. And I think we can be optimistic. I think there's amazing things that are possible. If the technology that's coming is used in the right way, we can have an incredibly exciting future, one which is, sort of Star Trek made real. It's sort of like the exciting utopian sci-fi where we have spaceships and we've got robots and we've got incredible technologies that are really exciting. But we need to preserve civilization long enough for that to happen, and we need to go onward and upward. And we need to fight for such a future. Such a future is not inevitable. We have to fight for such a future.
I think that many British people had lost hope, but after today's scene, have you got hope again, Britain? Britain is awake.
How many
to you,
people?
Elon. Thanks to your input.
1.6.
Can we just ask?
Well, thanks to you, Tommy.
Thank you, brother. Can we ask what do you see as the future of the UK and Europe in your vision? Where are we heading? What's the future like for us?
Well, I think there needs to be a future where the people take charge, where there's deregulation, a massive reduction in bureaucracy, and generally a new hope, where people look forward, wake up in the morning and look forward to the future. They're excited about what's going to happen next. But we must have revolutionary government change for that to occur. And this is not ordinary course of business sort of stuff. This really requires everyone to sort of marshal the people, to take charge, reform the government, and make sure that you actually have a government that is for the people, by the people. And that's essential. And that's not... So we're really at a fork in the road here. We're at a fork in the road to darkness or greatness.
For the people, by the people.
And that will be decided only in a matter of years. And we must take the path to greatness. And that's the path that's exciting and inspiring and will make life worth living.
Elon, you've done more than anyone to shine a torch on the crimes committed against a generation of our daughters. On behalf of everyone and on behalf of all of us in Great Britain, you know what, we wouldn't even be in the fight. Not only are we in the fight right now, but we're on the advance. Thanks to free speech being fought for us by Elon Musk. We're very grateful, sir.
You're most welcome. Thank you.
That's interesting.
All right.
Mum.
All right, thank you.
Once again, if y'all did not know, my significant other is Palestinian. She was born in Gaza, like over there, like right there. But she is a Christian, and she does not support Hamas. A lot of them flags that be saying free Palestine, there's a dual meaning. Of course, free them from what's going on, but free them from Hamas too. Because they were tricked into believing that Hamas would do something different than what they're doing. And yeah, that's just all I had to say. But she is Palestinian. She was born over there, like dead in Israel, like on the Gaza over there, like literally right there. But nevertheless, you heard what I said. Talk to me.
With the horrific and brutal murder. I'm just changing the sequence here because I think after Elon Musk, who's fought for our free speech, I think now should be the moment that our country, in all of our millions that are here today, and the 1.6 million people that are watching live, say a thank you and honour the life of one of our generation's greatest. A man who inspired a generation of young men
this is where
based
he was
on
supposed
courage,
to speak, probably.
and based on faith. Let's play this little film.
What advice do you have for me as I move into adulthood in order to become a more informed and involved citizen.
Well, first of all, thank you for being here.
Hello, Great Britain. You know, I keep hearing online a lot of folks saying the UK's cooked. I'm leaving the UK, the UK's done. But I'm looking at, what, an army of 1 million people. So I got to say bullshit to that. Britain's not done. Britain's not going anywhere.
1.7 million people.
My name's Don Keith, for any of those that don't know me. Tommy Robinson and the folks who put this together are giving me the great honor of singing our national anthem for you, and it's one of the honors of my lifetime, so I want to thank you for that. And I want to sing this today. I want to do it to dedicate it to Charlie Kirk, great man that was taken from us way too early. This is the man who created a platform for people to come and debate the right way, civilly, which is what free societies are supposed to be all about, and they took you
people
from
couldn't
us
handle that.
for it. So that's what we're up against. That's the evil we're up against.
A lot of people can't handle a debate,
sing the national anthem right now, and I thank
especially
you all
with
for that
fact,
opportunity.
with so much fact.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed?
W production. How they do that with the flag in the back?
Twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming,
and the rockets red, the bomb bursting in, came through the night.
That our flag was still there.
We all know the song.
Who say does that star-spangled banner wave? Oh, the land of the free.
Where are you from, Fred?
And the home of the brave. Thank you all very much. I love you all.
I've never sung this
God bless
song.
Great Britain.
I know it,
God bless America. I'm Don Keith. Thank you.
Don't you drag that. Okay.
We want everyone now to fall silent as we pay respects for 1 minute for one of the bravest fighters, one of the most intelligent fighters, certainly is going to be seen in our lifetime. To Charlie's family, we all pray for you and we hope we honour his life. And you'll know when the minute's up because the bagpipes will play.
No typing in the chat. Shh. Bagpipe not that loud. I do both. You gotta come on here and watch this too. But don't get it twisted. I got a stream set up for, I don't know if it's tomorrow or today. Chainsaw. That's great. That's a wild name. When I reacted to Charlie, a lot of people did.